Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Corcoran Fisher from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13. This is Dad from Devil Daddy.
This is Odorous from Quad. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Barry, it's great to talk to you again, man. How's things going?
Brother, thanks for having me. Yeah, really good, man. Everything's been sensational. Everything's been really good.
That's awesome. Well, you're just about to release the much-anticipated new Psynonemous album, Evolve, on August 3rd. And, man, this thing is so complex, it's hard to even comprehend where you even started on it. So can you take us on a bit of a journey to the beginning of this album process?
Yeah, brother. Well, actually, the beginning of this album process started a long time ago, man. After the first album, basically, we started writing tracks for this album in 2012. The reason it's taken so long is just, we've had a few members drop out. Life gets in the way, brother. Like a few people had kids, and because we spend a lot of money on this stuff too, man, and we have jobs, so it's pretty tough. So anyway, we started a long time ago, the writing process, and been tweaking it since then. We tracked guitars in 2014. Drums were done then too, and basically from then we have been mixing since then, man. Just on and off when we could get the money, and now we're here. But the journey's been quite. It's been a long one, man. It's been like I said, but we've got here, bro. We got here eventually,
and it's phenomenal, man. It's definitely worth the wait.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I've been raving about it. So since I got a little sneaky peek, so I think people are gonna really, really dig it. And man, you've got a few awesome guests on the album, like Dean Wells from Terra Maze and James Norbert Ivany.
Ivany, yeah. Oh, Jimmy, yeah, man. Phenomenal players, them two boys. Yeah, I just messaged them, man, and they were good enough to drop a lead each. We also have Chris Jones from Ouroboros. He dropped a lead. Also, he'd done all the orchestral stuff that you'll hear on the album, which is just phenomenal stuff. Also had Benji Bourne, who we can announce now is our new full-time vocalist. And we've got Michael Conti from Ouroboros now as our full-time bass player. He actually did the bass on our first album. People didn't know that. So it's just, we've got an awesome lineup now, man. We've got Amir from Anno. He's basically jumping in as a session musician for us. So, and that man's so busy, and just to have him on board is just amazing, man. It's just, these guys are all incredible musicians. So it's, the lineup now is fantastic, man. Couldn't be happier.
That's awesome to hear, dude. And the female vocals on there.
Yeah, man. Just a couple of friends of mine from Canberra, actually. Frankie Stone. She's an incredible vocalist. She was on Australian Idol, I do believe. And then the second one is Chantal Millen. She's from, what band is it, mate? She's been in quite a few bands, but she's a solo artist too. Incredible vocalists they are, and they were very, what they did on the album really just, I think it took it to the next level. We thought about, changing a few things up, not keeping it straight brutal this time, get a lot more melodic, smash on, brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very diverse, man. The album's very, very, very diverse. And you took care of vocals, is that right?
Yeah, man. And I did on the first album too. So I just started training vocals like many years ago, and sort of got my own tone there. But I love guitar, man. That's where my heart is. So that's why we got Benji on board too. He's a much better vocalist than me. I think it'd be good live as well to have a mix of boys up there, like moving around a bit, getting on the guitars. So, yeah, man, I did track the vocals. I'm pretty happy with them. They turned out pretty cool. So, yeah, man, it's all rock and roll, brother.
Yeah, man, it sounds amazing, especially with the female vocals as well in there. It really complements.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Coming from you too, brother. I love all the stuff you've done, man. Very big fan, Nev.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. And, of course, the melody at the end of Evolve, now correct me if I'm wrong, carries on to Our Echoes in some way. Am I hearing that right?
It does, brother. Sure does. And then it carries on into the next song, which is, let me think, mate, sorry. I can't even remember the track names. I'm really bad at this. The track afterwards, which is Adamaster, I do believe, carries on into that. So it's like a three-part little journey there. It's basically that's the way we sort of write in Psynonemous is, putting songs together, making sure the album flows. So if at the start of the album is quite melodic, has a lot of females and orchestral parts, and it starts getting darker, and towards the end of the album, it's more like the heavier old school Psynonemous tribute stuff. Yeah, so that's the way this one's sort of rolling.
See, I love that. I love the fact it's kind of like a Pink Floyd sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like it seems to be like this little, there'll be like one little riff or one little melody sort of flows through, you know?
Yeah, cheers, brother.
So I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the one thing that stuck out to me.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, well, we're all massive lovers of progressive rock and metal. You know, my favourite band of all time is probably Dream Theater, you know, so that's sort of where I get a lot of inspiration from. They write phenomenal albums. The writing structure, we try and, keep it progressive, man, keep it interesting to the best of our abilities, brother.
And my favourite track that I've been going back to, I really, really like, is Titanium Messiah.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, that one's that's just a little short track, man. We wrote that quite a while ago. I don't know really much to say about that one, brother. It's really good that you like it. It was sort of just more of a filler track in between two tracks there. It's like that flowing thing that I was saying. So I was actually interested to hear what people would think about that one. And yeah, that's awesome. It's your favourite track, man. That's cool.
Yeah, at the moment, because for me, the more I listen to it, more and more pops out. So, but that was the one where I was driving this morning and I was listening to it. I went, I like that riff. So yeah, that was really cool. And the orchestrations as well, as you mentioned before, that is just incredible.
Oh, cheers, brother. Yeah, the orchestra parts are done by Chris Jones, Boris. That guy he's a prodigy, man. He's an absolute insane musician. Not like people, obviously everyone knows about his guitar work, which is just, out of this world. But man, yeah, he writes, just one of the best musicians I've ever known by far. Yeah, he was we were just blown away by what he did for us, man. And how quickly he wrote that kind of stuff, man. Like, we asked him to do it, and within a week he pretty much had it all done and just sent it off to us. It was just, working with guys like that, man. We're just so honoured to be able to work with these kind of, caliber musicians like that, man. Insane.
Did you have the ideas and say, this is how we sort of want it to sound, or did you just give him the tracks and say, go to town, get creative?
Well, with the tracks, I had like a good vision of where I wanted orchestral stuff placed. And I did some myself, just some programming and whatnot, and just seeing if it was flowing. And so that's where I sort of got the placement. And then, just gave it to Chris and said, do whatever you want, because I know how good he is. And that's just what happened, man. He just sent it straight back, and it was, better than anything I could expect. It was just insane. So, that's pretty much how we did it there.
I have trouble sometimes, especially these days, with the way sampling is.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, was it with an orchestra, or is it all programmed?
Oh, no, Chris has programmed this one. So them boys used the Prague Symphony Orchestra for the Ouroboros album, but with Chris's, which Chris wrote all that stuff. But for our one that he wrote, it's all programmed. But he's very good at programming too. It sounds very realistic. It sounds really cool.
Yeah, see, that's why I said it kind of got me. I was like, oh, if there was an orchestra, it probably costed a lot of money. Yeah. But it sounds phenomenal.
Thanks,
it sounds
brother.
Amazing.
Yeah, man, we're very proud of this one, man. We can't wait to release it, man. We've had some really great feedback. We're just so humbled, man, that all the people are still out there listening to us and wanting to hear the album, because it's been so long, and just to have people waiting that long and still liking us, man, it's awesome. It's really nice to have really good feedback at the moment.
So, of course, you guys working on a live show and some new merch, and it's all in the works at the moment.
Yeah, brother. So on the 13th of October, we're playing Canberra, in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
14th of October, Sydney, the factory floor, and we're announcing Newcastle and hopefully Melbourne as well. Like I said, our new lineup with Michael Conti from Ouroboros, absolute monster. He's on board now, man, which is just a weight off our shoulders because there've been a few member changes and a lot of things that we've been going through, which has been pretty tough. But now we've just got this solid, absolute lineup with Benji, Michael, also our guitarist Adrian Mark. He's been in the band for like a year and a half now. He's helped out. We've evolved so much. This album would not have been out if it wasn't for him, man. So big thanks to him, brother. Yeah, and Amir, the man on drums, he's our session musician for the moment, and yeah, it's going to be a brutal live lineup, brother.
It's exciting times ahead, man. Of course, because you were at one stage part of Ouroboros.
Indeed, sir, I was.
Yeah, and that took you to Indonesia where you played Hammersonic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was an awesome time, man. Me and Michael were talking about it the other day. How much fun we had over there. That was next level stuff. It was so fun, man. I with the Ouroboros stuff, I moved to Sydney really quick. Got the offer, and because they were one of my favourite bands, man, of all time. And just to be offered to play in that band was amazing. So I did the move to Sydney, but I didn't do it right, and I didn't really enjoy myself in Sydney. So I moved back to Canberra. Them boys had to keep going. But now I'm in Sydney now, man. Me and Michael are hooking up. We've got him in Sino now, so you never know what's going to happen, bro, in the future.
Hammersonic again.
Well, why not, mate? Why not? Mate, we'll apply for it.
Mate, I tell you, that is my dream gig.
Oh, it's fantastic, brother. It was probably the best time of my life, to be honest.
And you bumped into a few metal legends over there, like Danny Filth.
Yeah, I did, man. I had some beers with Danny Filth and tried to have a drink off with Corpse Grinder and came out second best there. I fancied myself a bit of a good drinker, man, but no good. Blacked out. No good. Yeah, it was a great
after
time.
Play.
Met some just.
I said after play.
Yeah, brother, after playing. But yeah, I met some really awesome musicians over there, man. The Gorod boys, who were just incredible musicians. They killed it live over there, and it was just one of them awesome experiences, man, that I'll never forget. And hopefully, we're looking at doing things like that again, man, for sure in the future. Hopefully taking this album as far as it can go. And definitely we're already talking about writing new material, getting some new stuff with all the new boys. So it's going to be a lot of work ahead and a lot of fun times. Have
you guys been actually jamming together on some new stuff?
Jamming separately, so we're just learning the stuff, on our own time. We've got a basic. Mm-hmm. We've got a 45-minute set, a 50-minute set, and a 30-minute set that we're just jamming through. Boys are all learning the tracks. Last year we actually did a show for one of our friends' birthdays in Canberra where I did the guitars and singing, and we had Paul Miller on bass, who's an absolute champion, and our old drummer Phil and Adrian, and that went really well, man. But this time I think it's going to be the next level, Sino. We've got all the other boys, and we're going to get together jamming probably in the next coming months, and get a solid few sets out, man, and then jump on the road.
Talking of jumping on the road, up Queensland way. What's the plan?
Mate,
we want to see you up here, man.
Mate, I reckon we'll get up there, brother. We'll get up there. We'll keep you posted.
Excellent. That's what I want to see, man.
No worries,
because don't make me get on a plane.
No worries, brother. You have to jump up and sing a song with us, mate.
That would be unreal. I'd really enjoy that, man.
So would we, brother. So would we.
Awesome. So, of course, you've got the album coming out and everything like that. Pre-orders are available now, I believe, on your site. So, yep. Can you shoot us some of the links? Sure can, brother. So we're just, at the moment, we're using, we've got Psynonemous.com and Bandcamp. We're going through Bandcamp, which is really good, man. Bandcamp's a great site, actually. I'm only quite new to it, but I've seen a lot of bands like Anno and Ouroboros. They use a lot. They get a lot of traffic through there. So
So yeah, we're using that. It's all going well. We will be putting stuff on Spotify and iTunes and everything once it's out. We'll get some streaming there, and yeah, and we've got a film clip coming as well, which is I think about 2 to 3 weeks away on our what song is it? Reanimation. Yeah, so that the Reanimation is our single, which is the first track off the album.
Unreal, man. Unreal. I like that track a lot too. It really kicks. And another thing I was going to say about the album too is the way it loops around.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's, maybe it was just because I was just getting into it, man, but I had it on loop and it just seemed to just flow into itself. And it's amazing.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I don't know, man. I think, just as putting albums together, it's you have to really, put the tracks in the right order. I think that's a lot of bands sort of miss that. They sort of just put tracks sort of everywhere, but we make sure that the tracks go in the right order so that it's quite a listenable thing. And I don't know. I guess that's pretty cool that you heard that, brother. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's the flow. Yeah, it's got a really good flow, is what I'm trying to say. But when you've got it on, when you're driving or you just, and the album starts again.
Smashing on.
It just, and it just seemed to really just loop around really nicely, not just sort of like, oh, it's over, oh, it's starting again. It was just like seamless. It was really cool.
Oh,
really, really cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's a bit of a journey, this one. It's from start to finish. Like I said, it starts off quite progressive and then just gets heavier. It gets darker towards the end. Yeah, it was our intention to make sure it was sort of scrolling like that. But yeah, it's cool that you heard that loop thing, man. I'll have a listen to that.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Yeah. I'm gonna keep listening to it. But that's what I got from it, and I really enjoy the album a lot, and I know a lot of people are going to. So for everyone out there, go and pre-order it from the Psynonemous site and get into it because it's awesome. So thanks so much again for chatting again, man, and stay in touch.
Yeah, will do, brother. Thanks for having me. Awesome. Thank you so much.